You thought your intelligence was your advantage. A superpower. But for you, it's become a curse. It's the invisible sentence you carry every day. Because your brain wasn't designed just to see the world, it was designed to predict it. And the moment you unlocked the ability to see the patterns, the underlying code of reality, you lost the simple, blissful ability to be a normal person. You see the entire future of a conversation. You predict the inevitable ending of a relationship before the first date. You see the lie behind the compliment, the motive behind the generosity. And all that intense vision does is leave you standing outside the glass, watching the rest of the world play a simple game you've already solved. This isn't about your IQ. This is the truth of awareness overload, and the crippling anxiety that comes when your mind can't stop compiling data. 1. The architectural trap. The core architectural failure in your mind is simple. Your brain is functioning as an architect, while most people's are just happy to be occupants. When they experience an event, say, a friend constantly running late, they register a single emotional data point: I feel annoyed right now. Then they move on. They delete the file. Your brain, it runs an instant cross-reference. It connects the tardiness with the forgotten birthdays, the flaked-on promises, the shifting accountability. It rapidly connects the dots and draws a comprehensive, terrifying line, realizing this isn't an event. This is the blueprint of their character. It's a permanent flaw. And that's when the silence hits you. The sudden, agonizing realization that once you see the complete, undeniable pattern, you can never go back. You are forced to carry the burden of the finished puzzle while everyone else is still happily shaking the pieces in the box. But carrying the future always makes the present impossible. 2. The chronic cynicism infection. This hyper-awareness is the petri dish for chronic cynicism. It's a cruel form of wisdom, because it stops you from enjoying the naive optimism everyone else gets to experience. You can't start a new job without immediately calculating the inevitable failure rate of the company. You can't start a friendship without charting the lifespan of the relationship. You walk into a social event, and instead of seeing genuine fun, your awareness forces you to see the network of fragile social contracts, the desperate status signaling, and the choreographed performances. It strips the color, the spontaneity, and the joy right out of the experience. This is why you feel perpetually misunderstood. You've been told, just relax. But relaxing means deliberately slowing down a high-powered server running a million calculations a second. The engine is always humming, and the intense heat it generates is your permanent anxiety. That constant hum is the silent warning sign we need to pay attention to. 3. The isolation gap. Awareness overload doesn't just predict the future, it creates an immediate, terrifying distance in the present. The ultimate social hurdle you face isn't shyness, it's the information gap. You try to voice your predictions to a friend. This plan will fail because of X, Y, and Z systemic predictable flaw. They look at you blankly, annoyed. They haven't compiled the data you have. They haven't run the scenario simulation. You find yourself constantly having to censor your thoughts, diluting your analysis, simplifying the reality just to keep the conversation flowing. You are reduced to speaking in metaphors because the literal truth you see is too complex, too far ahead, or too bleak for others to handle. This results in a deep, profound loneliness. Not because you lack company, but because you lack parity. You are desperately searching for someone who can follow you down the rabbit hole of your own mind. You spend your life waiting for the world to catch up to the obvious conclusion you reached last year. 4. Re-engineering the curse. So, if your mind is this hyper-aware, relentless machine, how do you stop it from collapsing under its own weight? You don't stop it. You re-engineer the curse. Step 1. Designate and detach. The overload isn't the curse, the attachment to the pattern is. You must learn to separate the observation from the emotion. Yes, you saw the flaw in the system or the relationship, but you are not obligated to emotionally feel the weight of that inevitable breakdown today. You log the data point, acknowledge the reality, and then you force the file to close. Step 2. Force the random variable. Your prediction engine is highly logical, but it has one critical blind spot: true randomness. Genuine joy, unexpected breakthrough, and life-altering connections often come from inputs your system cannot predict. You must consciously force yourself into situations where logic is useless: art creation, improvisation, travel, pure physical sport. Give your brain new, unpredictable inputs. This is how you shatter the loop. You have the blueprint. You see the traps. Now, stop letting that vision paralyze you, and start using it to build a better exit strategy. The curse of awareness is only a curse if you believe it is permanent. If you're ready to re-engineer the weight of seeing too much, hit subscribe. We build solutions here.